Every dog owner knows that feeling, the guilt of watching your dog slow down, struggling to keep up during what used to be a fun-filled walk. If your dog is over 7 years old, those leisurely strolls can feel increasingly burdensome. You've seen the spark in their eyes dim, their excitement for walks fading into a plodding pace. It can leave you feeling helpless. But what if I told you that a simple 10-minute sniff walk can provide more mental stimulation and joy than an hour-long hike? Let's dive into this effective, gentle approach to exercise that respects your dog's aging body and might just brighten their spirits. First, let's consider what's happening when your dog walks. When they exert themselves at a fast pace, their joints take the beating. Over time, this can lead to discomfort or even injury. It's a tough reality many dog owners face. Instead of serving them long, grueling walks, let's unpack the idea of using sniff walks for mental and emotional enrichment. Veterinarians widely agree that mental stimulation is just as important for our dogs as physical exercise, if not more so, especially for older dogs. With just 10 minutes of snuffling through the grass, your dog can engage in a world of scents that offer them a richer experience than a long trek ever could. Why is this? Well, your dog's sense of smell is their superpower. Every whiff can tell them the story of another dog who passed by an hour ago, or the nearby squirrel that hasn't a clue they're being watched. It might sound simple, but when your dog puts their nose to the ground, they're not just walking. They're learning, exploring, and engaging their minds. This type of activity can tire them out more thoroughly than an extended hike could, without putting unnecessary strain on their joints. Now, let's reimagine the standard leash walk. Think about loosening up that leash for a moment. With a sniff walk, give your dog the freedom to choose the route. Instead of setting a strict pace, you let them lead. This approach is not only enjoyable for your dog, but also promotes a deeper bond between the two of you. When you follow their lead, you're signaling to them that it's their time to explore and enjoy. It's okay if it leads you over to the neighbor's bushes or onto the park bench. And here's where it gets even more captivating: scatter feeding. As you stroll, sprinkle some of your dog's favorite treats in the grass. This simple act transforms your sniff walk into a treasure hunt. Each little morsel found is a burst of joy, engaging your dog's brain even further. They'll be actively sniffing, searching, and anticipating every little taste they discover. And we know how rewarding that feels, don't we? As you walk slowly, it's not just a routine, it's an adventure. Now, I know that using the loose leash approach and letting your dog lead can feel strange at first. It might seem like you are abandoning all structure, but that's the beauty of the sniff walk. Once you release that control, it can lead to a calmer, happier dog. And let's not forget about the evening calm that follows a good sniff walk. Owners have reported that their dogs settle in for the night more easily, often sleeping better too. Imagine cozying up after a delightful, enriching walk instead of watching your dog bounce off the walls. This routine has brought peaceful evenings into many homes with aging dogs, and it all starts with just 10 minutes outside. But what if your dog seems unusually tired after a walk? If your dog consistently tires out faster than they used to, exhausted after only a brief stroll, it could be a sign that something's not right. There are various health concerns that can arise for our senior companions. A decrease in energy can sometimes flag deeper issues, such as heart problems or thyroid imbalance. In these moments, it's essential to listen to your intuition and consider that it might be a good idea to schedule a vet checkup. Remember, if this fatigue is notable, it deserves attention. Your dog, sweet as they are, may need guidance in their golden years just as much as they once guided you on heartwarming adventures. Now, as much as I want to emphasize the importance of those sniff walks, it's essential to remember that these are educational tips, not veterinary advice. For any persistent concerns regarding your dog's health, you should reach out to a professional. It's always better to err on the side of caution. In summary, if your dog is over 7 years old and showing signs of tiring easily, ditching the long hikes in favor of 10-minute sniff walks might just be the perfect solution. Keep the leash loose, let them choose the path, make use of scatter feeding, and enjoy the joy that arises from a mental workout. You'll likely notice your dog's happiness grow when they get to lead the way, and those peaceful evenings you've been yearning for might just appear soon after. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by your dog's changing needs, remember, you can adapt to their pace while nurturing their well-being and imagination. As these wonderful years roll on, be sure to subscribe to keep learning more about ways to ensure your dog enjoys a full, happy life. With just a few simple adjustments, you can help your companion thrive in the years ahead. Many of us share a special bond with our dogs, a connection built over years of companionship and shared experiences. As they age, it's important we find ways to adapt to their changing needs, and Sniff walks are an incredible way to do that. Let's explore how incorporating these gentle, engaging excursions into your routine can enhance both your dog's mental stimulation and your relationship. Think about your regular interactions with your dog. When was the last time you really observed them in action? A Sniff walk gives you the opportunity to witness their natural instincts come alive. Imagine your dog suddenly stopping to investigate a patch of grass, sniffing diligently as if solving a mystery. This drive to explore is inherently satisfying for them. It's like turning pages in a book. Each scent carries a new story to uncover. By allowing your dog to indulge in this behavior, you're not just giving their body a gentle workout, but also enabling them to engage their mind. Let's picture a small neighborhood stroll. You have 10 minutes to spare, and instead of the hurried pace you might typically follow, you slow down. You let your dog stop every few feet, inhaling every scent that crosses their path. The faint aroma of wet earth after rain, the lingering notes of a dog who visited earlier, or the enticing smell of fresh flowers. This is their world, and by navigating it at their pace, you're allowing them to explore their environment as they wish. It transforms a mundane outing into a mini adventure. Now, let's talk about distractions. Sniff walks can be exceptionally beneficial for your aging dog who might struggle with anxiety or overexcitement when in new environments. Picture a dog who used to gallop energetically through the park, but now lingers behind, hesitant and nervous. Instead of pushing through the anxiety with long runs or hikes, a gentle sniff walk around the familiar streets can ease their worries. This less structured time together allows them to feel secure while still getting the needed mental stimulation. Humans have an innate drive to explore their environment, and dogs are no different. Think of them as furry little detectives on a scent trail. Allowing them to stop and focus on particular smells can help reduce their anxiety. You can observe them visibly relax as they take in their surroundings, soaking in the familiar scents that bring comfort, or discovering new ones that excite them. They might spend a little longer investigating a mailbox or the spot where a neighbor's cat likes to rest, their curiosity at work leading them into adventures that are uniquely theirs. Speaking of adventure, consider the sprinkle of scatter feeding we discussed earlier. This simple tactic can add layers of joy to these short excursions. Instead of seeing a walk as just a bathroom break or a quick exercise routine, you can incorporate feeding into it. On your next Sniff walk, pack some of their favorite treats. As you stroll, toss a few treats onto the grass or into bushes, creating a scavenger hunt that elevates their experience. Maybe they get a whiff of something good, and their ears perk up with excitement. Watching them go from sniffing around aimlessly to actively searching for goodies is rewarding in itself. For your dog, it feels like Christmas morning every time they find a hidden treat, especially if it's their favorite peanut butter biscuit or a sweet potato chew. When they find those hidden treasures, celebrate with a happy voice or a gentle pat on the back. Let them bask in your praise. You'll likely see their tails wag enthusiastically, enhancing that bond you share. This teamwork is what makes your time together even more gratifying. And remember, when you give that kind of emotional reinforcement, it turns a walk into something they look forward to rather than just a chore. Another benefit of these Sniff walks is their adaptability. If your dog is recovering from an injury or dealing with arthritis, as many dogs do as they enter their golden years, taking shorter excursions allows them to stay active without overstraining themselves. Many orthopedic vets recommend stepping away from the longer, traditional hikes that might have once been the highlight of your weeks together. Adaptation is key. By adjusting the format of your outings, you provide vital physical and mental health benefits. It's also crucial to acknowledge that while tail-wagging exploration invigorates their spirits, it can also serve as a social tool. No doubt, our dogs are social creatures. Stopping for a sniff walk in the neighborhood can lead to chances for your dog to interact with other dogs and people. These moments, even if brief, can help stave off loneliness and isolation. A social sniff walk in the vicinity of other dogs gives them contact with their peers, reminding them that they're still part of the larger canine community. Moreover, the predictability of these structured, scent-oriented walks can be wonderfully grounding for your dog. Regular routines are comforting, especially as they age. By making sniff walks a daily ritual, your dog begins to anticipate that time with you, infused with the excitement of exploration and the joy of discovery. This sense of routine can foster feelings of safety and security, reducing anxiety and ushering in a more relaxed demeanor as the day goes along. Now, let's touch on the routine aspect again. Consistent short sniff walks can vastly improve how your dog settles in the evenings. Many owners report that those extra moments of mental engagement can lead to observable changes in behavior at home. The nights are calmer, with fewer anxious barks or restless pacing. Picture cozy evenings where your dog, satisfied from their day's adventures, curls up peacefully beside you while you enjoy a book or watch TV. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful way to end the day? And don't forget, as you implement these strategies, it's just as important to remain observant. Pay attention to shifting behavior patterns, such as your dog being slower to get up or showing signs of discomfort. If they seem especially tired or unwilling after the sniff walk, or if you notice any physical irregularities, it's always wise to consult a professional. Your intuition as a caregiver is invaluable, and listening to those instincts can help ensure your furry friend receives the best care possible. As you walk alongside your senior dog and observe their behaviors, take the time to appreciate the golden years you share together. At times, it may feel bittersweet to see them age, but this journey can also be incredibly rewarding. You're helping them navigate their world while learning about their needs and desires. Every wag of the tail during a sniff walk, every sniff of the grass, is a testament to their vibrant spirit, still keen on adding chapters to their life story. So if you find yourself tired of traditional walks, or perhaps feeling overwhelmed by your senior dog's changing pace, take comfort knowing a simple 10-minute sniff walk can provide cognitive and emotional richness that enhances those later years. A lot of joy stems from those small moments shared together, watching your dog thrive. Adapting to their needs may come with its challenges, but as true companions, the connection you forge through these gentle outings can lead to years of happiness and adventure at a pace that suits them. Remember to subscribe for more simple insights and tips to keep your beloved dog thriving in the years ahead. You're not just taking walks. You're crafting experiences that celebrate their unique personalities, their joys, and their preferences. As your dog leads the way, you'll both find fulfillment in these leisurely explorations